Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel Accounting with KD. Today I'm going to teach you how to deal with markup and margin. While dealing with accounting records, there comes a situation wherein we have to deal with percentage. One such area is percentage of markup and percentage of margin. So let us understand what that is and how do we deal with it. So let us take one example which will make things clear. Suppose we are dealers of computers and following information is given to us. Cost of a computer is $400 and selling price of the computer is $500. So before even I tell you anything further, you are ready with the answer that this dealer is making a profit of $100 per computer. How did you do that? What you did is selling price minus cost is equal to profit. This is what you did, right? So 500 minus 400 gave you a profit of 100. Let me just modify this equation. I'll write cost plus profit is equal to sale. And I will just give the values over here. So here the cost is 400, profit is 100, and sales is 500. So what is markup and margin then? Markup is nothing but profit as a percentage of cost. And margin is nothing but profit as a percentage of sale. So markup is profit as a percent of cost. I can say, if I want to calculate the percentage of it, that is nothing but 100 upon 400 into 100. That comes to 25%. Margin is profit as a percentage of sales. That means 100 upon 500 into 100. That comes to 20%. So the profit can be also written as cost multiplied by markup. The cost in the given case was 400. Markup we calculated to be 25%. And profit is 100. Right? Or we can also write profit as profit can be also written as sales multiplied by margin. That is 500 multiplied by 20%. That is 100. Again, it's matching. So this is nothing but the meaning of markup as well as the meaning of margin. Markup is profit as a percentage of cost, and margin is profit as a percentage of sale. But what happens is, in the question, we have been given data like this. Selling price of the product is 500 per unit. Markup is 25%. We learned that markup is profit as a percentage of cost. And what is given to us in the question is selling price and the markup. And they are telling us to find out the cost. So how do we go about it? Whenever we want to find out a solution to a problem, we must go to the root cause of it. So let us see what we know till now about this. We know that cost plus profit is equal to sale. And we also know that profit can be also written as cost multiplied by markup. That means I'm doing nothing but I'm replacing this thing with this. Cost multiplied by markup is equal to sale. What I do further is from this entire thing I take cost common and 1 plus markup. Simplifying it further, cost is equal to sale upon 1 plus markup. So I have derived one formula over here. I can simply plug in these two data in this formula and get the answer for cost. So cost would be 500 upon 1 plus markup. Markup is 25. I can write it as 0.25. So cost will be 500 upon 1.25. That is nothing but $400. Right? Similarly, if they in the question they give me data like this, cost is given to me as $400 and they give me margin of 20%. Now I know that margin cannot be directly multiplied with cost because margin is profit in relation to sales. Again, what do I do here is I try to derive the formula and it goes back to our basic formula of cost plus profit is equal to sale. This profit can be written as sales into margin. So I write cost plus sales into margin is equal to sales. And then I simplify this. This entire thing goes on that side and that's how you get this. Further, you take sales common, 1 minus margin, then cost upon 1 minus margin is equal to sale. So I have derived one more formula over here which says cost upon 1 minus margin is equal to sale. So by simply plugging in these two data, I will get the answer for the selling price. So 400 upon 1 minus margin is 20%. I'm writing it as 0.2 is sale. 400 upon 0.80 is equal to sale. So sales is $500. So this is how simple it is. So to conclude, let us see what all things we learned. We learned that markup is profit in relation to cost. Margin is profit in relation to sales. And we also learned two important formulas, which is cost is equal to sale upon 1 plus markup, and we also learned this formula, that is sales is equal to cost upon 1 minus margin. Thank you very much.